then walks inside his building and meets him in the hallway. Together, they walk upstairs to his apartment, and that's when O-Dog makes a wild decision. This incident devastated the original Goonie Boss members. In their minds, this was completely unnecessary, especially without proof. The majority of original members were scared to speak up in fear of O-Dog. However, one original member had enough heart to speak up. This would be Big John's best friend, King Englewood. King approached O-Dog and told him that he was upset with his irrational decision. He told him that Big John was solid and that he made a terrible mistake. This was a bold decision, and O-Dog was furious. King Englewood was now on his list, March 21st, 2014. It's a Friday morning in Englewood, and King is outside on the block at 10:30 a.m.
Now, hold on now. We're gonna, this how y'all hold this snitching standard. You feel me? They hold this shit high. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so you saying a crazy mistake, then what the fuck you talking about? I don't think that part of the story is covered. I don't know. But even though he did some shit that even looked that way.
Specifically, he's hanging out in the alley a block down from Big John's apartment. Little does he know O-Dog is surfing around looking for him. O-Dog can't find him on Racine, but he knows that he's somewhere in the vicinity. At 10:40, he heads down West 70th and spots King Englewood outside. So he casually hops out of the car and walks down to the alley. And without saying a word, King Englewood was a popular young man, and the whole community was hurt. Neither him or Big John had done anything to warrant what O-Dog did to them. As you would expect, the Goonies and the Vaughn brothers were not happy about what he had done. However, they knew that they were no match for O-Dog and his boys, so they had to just go along. O-Dog was truly becoming the feared leader he wanted to be.
Right out the way! Moving right out the way in that instance right there. Hey, Alpha. You did that and that. You did that and that. And even though it was just the running for John, goddamn, y'all let it go. That's crazy.
However, they knew that they were no match for O-Dog and his boys, so they had to just go along. O-Dog was truly becoming the feared leader he wanted to be. This was a scary sight. O-Dog was destined to create a force on the south side. Nothing was going to get in his way. His first step was officially becoming his mentor.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Shopify gives you everything you need to turn your fans into customers. I appreciate you. It's on my website to manage your brand. Shopify has all the tools in your place to run your business. And they make it super easy to sell your fans. You can focus. Keep for yourself. During a free Shopify trial today.
Game is over? How about more mind-blowing matchups? Blockbuster
feature movies and can't miss must-see shows, maybe you should ask, what aren't you going to do? Paramount Plus, a fountain of entertainment.
This was a dangerous predicament. Dog chose. In fact, he was eager to use any inconvenience as a reason to start a beef. During this time, if you even looked at O-Dog for too long, he considered you an off. While in early October, O-Dog went to the O-Dog was in there for this whole story short, O-Dog got what he was looking for. He got into an opening with a reputed Englewood set. This would be Chunky City, a reputed set located 15 blocks west of the Goonies. For most people, this would be a forgotten incident. For O-Dog, it was a reason to start a beef. And just like that, the Goonies had their first office, and Chunky City wasn't even aware. October 23rd, 2014. It's a regular Thursday afternoon in Englewood, and the Goonies are hanging out with O-Dog. O-Dog is excited about a new member named Quante Hughes, a junior friend with Big Rock. So at 6 p.m., O-Dog tells Quante about a section that he got into it with in the past weekend. He tells him that members have respected him and that he needs to make a statement. So Quante feels his anger and Quante and Terrence Smith hop in a Dodge Caravan and head to Chunky City. They put on their masks and gloves and began circling. In the air, as they head up 72nd, they notice a man standing on the floor. So instantly, O-Dog tells Quante to stop the car and let's go. They then open the doors of the van and O-Dog and Terrence hop out. The man starts running, but the Goonies eventually catch up. Directly after doing this, O-Dog and Terrence sprint back to the car and they drive away. As the Goonies are taking off, they notice a cop car behind them. They all figure they're screwed, but O-Dog tells them to calm down. He instructs Quante to speed up and make a left at the next corner. He then tells him to stop the car and for everyone to sprint in different directions. O-Dog and Terrence run between the houses and Quante takes off down the street. When the police catch up, all they see is Quante running away. They eventually catch up and Quante is arrested. O-Dog and Terrence were somehow able to make it home on foot without leaving a trace. O-Dog was nervous that Quante would snitch, but he never did such a thing. After such a close call, you'd expect the guys to lay low and reconsider what they're doing. But no, O-Dog was a sick-minded individual and this amped him up even more. In fact, just a month later, Terrence and O-Dog would slide again. While targeting a Chunky City member, O-Dog accidentally hit a 25-year-old woman named Crystal Jackson. The terrible incident sparked major outrage in the community and caused everyone to start hating O-Dog. Even the Goonie members were disgusted by what he did. Specifically, Alex, Alvin Bond could not believe what the Goonies turned into. This right here is very pivotal in the story. Not quite there. In the meantime, we focus on the
introduction was kind of pivotal.
Down the street happening on a reputable BD set. When the Goonies claimed the territory right next door, the squad was not too thrilled. And as you know, hearing about this is enough to set off O-Dog. December 13th, 2015, 9:45 a.m. O-Dog hops in a simple Chrysler. So Marco hops out and runs across the street. Marco runs back to the car and O-Dog speeds off. He heads north for 5 minutes until the Chicago police car gets behind him. He stays calm until the police turn on their lights, and then he takes off. Once he gets some distance, he makes a right on 51st and tells Marco to hop out. Marco runs inside the nearest building and runs up the stairs. He realizes there's nowhere to go, so he throws his blinky out of the window into the backyard. He then runs back downstairs where he's surrounded by Chicago police. Just like that, Marco is arrested for evading police, and only that. And for O-Dog, he was able to get away after a short pursuit. Now you may be wondering how he got away, but this will explain it. O-Dog was only pulled over for not using a turn signal. The officer had no clue about the incident on 72nd. So that's why police gave up on the pursuit. It simply was not worth it. And police only tied Marco to the incident once they discovered the body in the backyard. On top of this, a witness would come forward and identify Marco as the one who did it. And just like that, he was cooked. Once again, O-Dog got lucky. He started this for absolutely zero reason, only because he felt disrespected. And now he was the primary rival of Push Squad. They wanted him gone right away. So for the next few months, Push Squad members searched and searched for O-Dog. They targeted him on several occasions, but he survived each one. The rivalry was on. O-Dog was not playing fair. January 15th, 2015. Checked back a few times, but they can't find anyone outside. Well, at the same time, a young man named Devon is on his way to 72nd and Main to pick up the group. Devon is known as D-Line. This section has drives on Main Street in double parks and puts on his blinker. Waiting for the car to come outside, Dog and Tay both are driving up the street. They notice the car on the car and they get suspicious. Parks at the end of the street, pops out with Tay. They walk towards D-Money's car and he notices them approaching. So he instantly opens his door and that's when things go right. O-Dog sadly unleashes. March 15, 2016. A member named Huzzy was grabbing food from the market on 6th.
Sorry.
And right there are two men with masks.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Sorry. What's up?
This was Goonie Boss's
Can you hear me?
first loss on paper, and when O-Dog found out,
Yeah.
he was furious. At this point, O-Dog was disappointed.
Yeah, I'm in a match right now, trying to focus and shit.
I just heard what he got going. You can look at it. I know that was the 15
For most members, this is because they used to no one had ever done anything to them. Now the new members had a reason to protect them, specifically a member named Christian.
I'll be right back.
Especially the one who was most threatened to him. And for this reason, he had his eyes set on revenge on DJ. So instantly, he began spinning around looking for newfound members. And finally, he was able to get his rock. 21st, 2016.
I really want the Blaze bundle.
That a D-Town member is hanging out not too far from Ruby territory. Specifically, he gets word that Duke from D-Town is hanging out in Crazyville. So at 7:30 p.m., Christian heads to Crazyville looking for Duke. At 7:40, he drives down 70th and notices Duke standing outside in the music video. Christian knows that there's too many people outside for him to hop out, so he makes another decision. He simply rolls down his window and Sadly, 5 days later, O-Dog would do the same. Except this time he was looking for Push Squad. May 26, 2016, 2:45 p.m. It's a Thursday afternoon in Englewood and a Push Squad member is getting his haircut. On the south side of Chicago, barbershops are some of the most dangerous places one can be. It's just because ops can accidentally meet there, but also because you're sitting in the same spot for over an hour. While the Push Squad member happens to be getting his haircut at Powell's, a local barbershop on 63rd and May. As he's walking in the shop, a man walking out recognizes him as a Push Squad. The man who's a friend of O-Dog texts him about what he had seen. Instantly, O-Dog leaves his house and hops in his gray Chrysler. He arrives 10 minutes later and double parks outside of the barbershop. And this is when he makes a truly devastating decision. From outside the barbershop, he simply unleashes. After doing this, he hops back in his car and drives straight to Alvin's apartment. He tells Alvin that he caught a Push Squad member and to check the news. As they check the news several hours later, they realize that Gerald Cetus was not the intended target. Alvin and Alex Vaughn are sick to their stomachs. For whatever reason, O-Dog simply does not care. This infuriates Alex and Alvin, inching them one step closer to their breaking point. However, we're still not quite there yet.
Damn! That was... I ain't even gonna run that back.
Sadly, O-Dog's madness would continue. After this wild act, O-Dog decides to take a break from the streets of Chicago. He decides to visit family in a small Illinois town just 2 hours south of Chicago. Particularly, he visits his distant cousin named Gerald Lobo, also known as Gold. Goldie was born in Englewood, but his family moved to the small town of Streator to escape the madness. If you're unfamiliar, which you are, Streator is a small country town where nothing happens. This is where Goldie was raised from elementary through high school, surrounded by nothing but farmers and small town labor. While around 2015, O-Dog had poisoned his mind and commuted him to help out the Goonies. Because he wasn't in the streets, Goldie could legally purchase piggies under the radar. Essentially, O-Dog used him to get piggies as he'd pay him over retail. This is how business was conducted for over a year. Well, then came the summer of 2017.
That's most of bend over retail, so like...
O-Dog and two Goonies drive from Streator to the small town of Spring Valley. There, they look around for unattended cars to steal. At 10:40, O-Dog spots a black Jeep Wrangler at a gas station. He tells the Goonies to drop him off and to meet him at the liquor store. So he hops out of the car and jumps in the Jeep. He quietly pulls off and takes the freeway back to Streator. At 11:25, everyone arrives at South Coast Guns. O-Dog then backs the Jeep in front of the door. He tells the members to stand near as he puts the car in reverse and slams on the gas. He breaks through the front door and they all run inside with their bags. After 5 minutes, they all hop in O-Dog's Chrysler and drive back to Chicago. Somehow they were able to get away with it. However, over the next week, O-Dog became extremely paranoid. He trusted his two homies to stay solid if they ever got arrested. But for Goldie, he was sure that he was snitched because he's tough on the streets. For this reason, O-Dog was a O-Dog was a paranoid man. He needed to keep his eyes on him.
Damn, Goldie!
Finally, after 8 days,
Damn! Damn! I did not expect that motherfucker to end like that.
O-Dog could no longer handle the anxiety. O-Dog truly reached a new low with this one. His own family, who did absolutely nothing wrong with it. When Alex Vaughn heard about this, he was sick to his stomach once again. O-Dog had zero impulse control and simply never knew who was next. On this day, the Vaughn brothers first considered turning him into police. O-Dog no longer had any friends who trusted him. Instead, just a bunch of dudes who were too scared to ever confront him. And that takes us to the next day. On June 31st, 2016, Robert Vaughn was found inside his car in Englewood. This was another devastating loss to the Vaughn family, and finally it was their last straw. As a result of this, Alex Vaughn was completely distraught and he needed to take out his anger. So he decided to go to a local shooting range and let out some stress. Somehow he forgot he was a felon and this is an illegal activity. So after showing the range his ID, they were forced to call 911 and have him arrested. At this point, Alex is thinking that the universe is simply unfair. He lose another brother and then get locked up for something very, oh my goodness. All while O-Dog is outside destroying the universe. First, after being arrested, Alex makes a very bold decision. He decides to tell police every single thing O-Dog has ever done. He even tells them how Booty Boss started and all of the votes and the Facebook pages of all of the members and all of the self-incriminating posts. Essentially, he tells them the entire story of Booty Boss. How they were initially peaceful and then how O-Dog ruined everything. This was extremely bold and Chicago police had never seen anything like it before. On October 26, 2018, and total 9 O-Dog and 7 total of 875 years. Because of this, many people in Chicago consider O-Dog the worst that the streets have ever seen. Chicago police even admit this themselves. In fact, they even conducted a study of when O-Dog was in Chicago versus out of town. What they found out is that the crime rate in Englewood plummeted when O-Dog was out of town. That's how absolutely insane this man was. It's truly a blessing that Alex Vaughn had the courage to take him down in court. As of today, a total of 23 members have either been convicted or are still fighting in court. What will happen, who knows? It's safe to say that these are some of the worst GDs in Chicago history. And to everyone out there, let this be a lesson that who you hang around can definitely change your life. If it wasn't for the law, the original Booty Boss members would have lived completely different lives. And on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Swamp Story. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe.
I don't know what to say. The ending, I didn't see the ending coming. I would have believed it.
The purpose is not intended to glorify, incite, or encourage illegal behavior in any way. Everything in this video has been taken from the use. video and mine alone. This video contains violent, explicit language, and damage. The threat that has been made to censor this video in accordance with YouTube's advertiser and community guidelines. Hit the subscribe button and get ready to hear one of the craziest stories ever told. As a gangster rap, that's the murder of lots of police. Being obsessed with gangsters, questioning whether the man is a real gangster like they say in their rap, or just an actor playing the role of gangster. Tupac Shakur made the transition from dancer to gangster rapper, but he didn't authenticity in his lyrics about the street. Oh, then how many niggas
Yeah, I'm a 90s baby, but I'm a late 90s baby. You feel me? I'm a late 90s baby, so I'm not too knowing how to fucking words. Niggas call each other. Nigga, guess what? What? Tupac used to dance. Well, I just don't know.
Manager Suge Knight, a member of the Blood Gang, was undeniably a fearsome gangster.
We are hearing good on him. On this
A decade after the murder of Tupac, the world was introduced to gangster rap in the form of 50 Cent, the street hustler turned rapper who survived an assassination attempt where he was shot 9 times. 50 Cent's and his backstory, combined with top-tier lyricism of the night, made him one of the most in the genre. Introduced to gangster rap recently.
Niggas found out he got shot 9 times in from us.
Top-tier lyricism of the night. Rappers in the history. Introduced to gangster rap 3.0 in Key. This 60-year-old affiliate of Chicago street gang a window into the life of a teenage Chicago gangbanger, surrounded by dudes and guns, living in a place where ordering a hit is ordering a coffee, and where many people don't stand a chance. Ever since Chief Keef, the genre of Chicago music directly by name. Whether it's the missing of a 15-year-old gangster disciple by the name of Tupac who was murdered, to more recently, fellow black disciple rapper King Von, who was politically rumored to have played a role in many Chicago murders, would theoretically make a rap song and music video.
I'm just saying, bro. I know how I like it. You know how to do it. Stay up, Chris. Make my true love heck to me. See, and they get the name and all shit. What if that nigga Vaughn was making a motherfucking song with the numbers and names on the first one? Like this. But they still been like the greatest ever.
Himself,
Mind you,
years, King Von has become a prime example of a gangster rapper that really lives his buzzing rap career, seemingly being boosted dramatically by his reputation as a real killer with his dirt in the streets. Got away with it. However, since King Von was killed in a fight outside of a nightclub in November 2020, Chicago drill fans have been increasingly looking for the next real rapper who really believes the things they rap about and are a genuine gangster in the streets. 2022, real music might be found the realest thing. Real name, Dwayne Timberlake, is a Chicago gangster with an extensive resume in the streets. So much so, the police paperwork even refers to him by his nicknames. Other legendary figures in Chicago world, like King 600, will only confirm the rumors of
lot of gangs get out there. A lot of real issues. We beat 2 murders. Beat Destiny right up, beat him right up. He definitely who y'all think he is. He want me to let y'all know that this ain't none of me talking out of turn. Who's really him? I ain't gonna lie to you. He really the first one. And all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, some rappers do video.
And listen, bro. Listen. Scared to say, dude ain't never did. Like, he ain't shying away from telling the motherfucker the actual truth about the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, a nigga told something to eat. Like that. It's a lot of people out here like that, but back to day, words mean a lot. You know, you said a lot without saying a lot. You know? He would actually be accused of being set up and killed in these murders appears to be one of the worst kept secrets in Chicago's real history. And yet, with the streets knowing exactly what he had done, Ray Savage was led off spectacularly beating both murder charges at trial, beating the state so bad that as a result, they would come down on Tay extra hard for an armed robbery charge, which even despite efforts to take out the witnesses, resulted in Tay getting slapped with a monster sentence. However, he would end up serving just under 10 years of this sentence. They would seize the opportunity into becoming Chicago's most fucking rapper. He leads his spins and stories all about his life as a Chicago gang member who beats murders like they're nothing. So today, let's take a closer look at music. Realist gangster rapper who emerged from Chicago drill since King Kong. Yeah, I call him Tay Sad, bro. I call him John Wick. My mic is Tay Sad, bro. I call him John Wick.
A lot. Shot, stabbed, locked up for murders.
Easy. All murders.
He did a couple of murders. You know, he beat 2 murders.
Big murders.
How long did you actually do in jail? Like, exactly.
8 years now. Locked up in time. And I have some temps before that.
Like, this shit boring though. That was on a fucking video game, like. That was the easiest one. Like, shit, like, what the fuck?
My daughter, a rapper.
The situation with him allegedly blazing down mama.
You got repost on music.
You want to support?
Let's go, bitch. What you talking about, nigga? Girl, bitch. Yeah, nigga.